one of our kids was having a really hard time with an issue, and we were just getting nowhere.
Yeah.
And I just laid in bed one night, and I just said, let's ask the Holy Spirit what he's saying.
That's right.
And we just prayed, and I said,
That's beautiful, Jen.
and she got a word
Yes.
that changed everything.
Wow.
It
Wow.
changed
Yep.
everything. And the Lord spoke to her, and just teaching people, especially our children, that they hear from God. They have the same Holy Spirit that we have,
Yes.
and they can hear from him, and they can talk to him, and he will answer them.
I think most of the time, like for when it comes to prayer, a lot has to do with performance anxiety.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
I could put it that way, where you wouldn't have that if you were ordering a cheeseburger at McDonald's, right?
It's true.
It's like, I love the way you ordered that cheeseburger, you know, or I feel so bashful, I can't order that cheeseburger. But I think people approach prayer in that way. And so we begin to model that for the next generation. And so instead of just, you know, just talking to the God, just like the way we talk to our friends with, you know, with our emotions, with our feelings, like even being a Spanish girl with our hands.
Exactly.
I use my hands a lot. But right now, like my daughters, and maybe you could speak to this too, Alex, it's like my daughters, they have seen the modeling of prayer. Never underestimate modeling or being an example.
Yes.
You know, just modeling prayer. What does that sound like? What do you feel like God is saying? Lead in with questions like, what do you sense? What do you see? How do you feel when you're in God's presence? What is he speaking to you into your spirit? And I seen so much what God has done through the girls, you know, just talking about, you know, God told me. And when they begin to personalize their prayers or responses in that way, that's when you know you're on the right track.
That's right. And that's the same thing. Like we've taught our kids that prayer is our default.
Yeah.
We go to prayer first.
Yes.
And I remember being challenged by them. I remember one day having a headache, and my daughter was only probably 6, 7. And I said, oh, I think I need to go get a Tylenol. Back in Australia, we call it Panadol. And I'm going to get a Panadol. And then Holly goes, Mum, let me pray. And I was like, oh, yes, let you pray.
Totally. That's so
Unbelievably, well, not unbelievably, she lays her hand, she says, in Jesus' name,
I love that.
take that headache right now from Mummy.
I love that.
I'm not lying, exaggerating, disappeared.
Come on.
And so for her, prayer is real.
Yes.
Prayer has an effect.
Hi everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this video. There's a whole lot more. You can subscribe and let's get better together.